Hey, I got some more game finds here to show you guys that I picked up today from one of my buddies here in town, and he gave me a damn good score. It's like, I couldn't have done better. Got myself another Sega Genesis Model 1. This is the one that doesn't say high-def graphics, but good enough. And this is the one I will be modding up and or painting and eventually selling. And it's in not bad shape. No cracks or bad scuffs or anything, just needs some cleanup. A little bit of light scratching and stuff, but it might clean up pretty good. I'd be half tempted just to clean it up and then just hit it up with some clear gloss and see how it comes out, just to seal in the logo and everything so it can't get scratched, because the logo don't look bad either. And where it says 16-bit isn't scratched up bad, so I might just do that. Just do clear gloss, and that'll really darken up the plastic too and make it look nice and shiny. First part of the deal. This was a way bigger deal than I thought I was going to be getting for a hell of a lot less money than I thought I was going to be spending. You guys are shit when you hear the price. He also had an Atari 2600 Junior 2nd edition. This is the one with the extra wide rainbow stripe, and it's damn near mint. Just a few really light scratches around here on the metal part. Everything else on it's perfect. Just no hookups, which I got all the hookups. These use the same type of power supply as the original Ataris. They're 9-volt. So if you find one, just get on Atari2600.com or whatever, or another site, and just get yourself a regular old school style Atari adapter. It will work on this puppy, and this thing works perfect. Very cool little system. But won't be selling it. I've been wanting one of these. Just to add to my personal collection. And if that's not the kicker, this is what I went for originally. Got another Intellivision in really, really good shape. The only thing missing is the metal disc covers or stickers that go on here on each one of the controllers. Other than that, this thing is in great shape. Just the usual little light scratches here and there, just from being passed around for all these years. And speaking of the years, this one I haven't compared yet, but this thing definitely has some differences that seem to stand out that I don't recognize. One being a black cord that looks nicer instead of the original brown one. And also on the controllers, when you take them out here, because it's got side buttons, each side here is kind of indented so it doesn't push against the buttons. The controllers fit in better, and I don't think my original 79 system has that. This is a 1981 edition. Other than that, man, it's identical to my others, and this one, I say, great shape. All the wood finish is good on both sides. The RF on it is in good shape. Didn't have to do anything to it, man. Just hooked it up and played a game. And still not done with this deal, man. Like I said, this was a damn good score. Didn't even know he was going to throw this in, man. He didn't even mention it. He just mentioned the system names. But got a boxed IntelliVoice in mint condition. The box definitely shows the age, but this IntelliVoice module for it, mint. There is not a scratch on it. It is in perfect condition and works perfect. And for any of you guys that got an Intellivision and don't have this yet, I thought that there was a speaker in this and the voices came out of this. There isn't. There's just volume control, so if the voice is coming through too loud, you can turn it down. It does go through your TV. I couldn't remember, because I had one of these when I was a kid. But yeah, it's got the volume control dial right on the front of it there, and I cranked it up full blast, and it sounds great. And also got games. only need to get one more game for this puppy, and I'll have the basic 4 games. The 5th one is the one that's rare, which I believe was another baseball game or something. It's quite rare for IntelliVoice. But not a big deal. Because I got a whole shoebox full of games with it. Just going to name them off here. Got Astro Smash, Atlantis, Auto Racing, Microsurgeon, Beauty and the Beast, Bomb Squad for IntelliVoice, Bump and Jump, Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, Demon Attack, Dragonfire, Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back, which, not real rare, but that's about a $10 cart, I believe, on Atari2600.com, so kind of rare. Truckin', about $8 for just the cart. Not real rare, but kinda getting there. Burger Time, Frog Bog, Lock and Chase, Star Strike, Swords and Serpents, Happy Trails, Ice Trek, Locomotion, Pac-Man, and Pac-Man on Intellivision. I'm impressed. I didn't have this as a kid. Pretty generic looking cart. If I can get the son of a bitch out. Really generic looking. I'm thinking this came out when they were getting ready to release the Intellivision 3. It's just a white label that says Pac-Man. But if you see it, don't pass it up if you can get it cheap, because it is a great version of the original arcade Pac-Man. Way better than Atari 2600. This is closer to arcade. They even got the sounds down a bit on it. So, let's see. I lost my place. Okay, I'll start here. Locomotion, Nova Blast, Night Stalker, Space Battle, Space Hawk, Sub Hunt, Tron Deadly Disc, Coleco Ladybug, which that one is getting scarce. That's a little expensive even just for the cartridge on that site. Coleco Donkey Kong, which I had that as a kid. It sucks. Unless you can get it for a couple of bucks, pass on it. It's really shitful. Right up there with the Atari version. It's really shitful and hard to play. Tron Mazatron, pretty good game. Had that as a kid. Space Spartans for IntelliVoice. B-17 Bomber for IntelliVoice. Mission X and Shark. And taking out a few here. Got a few in here that I didn't get games for on the overlays. And he says this guy might be bringing some more stuff to him when he finds it. So I might be at least getting some instruction books and or some more carts. Because there's some other ones in there like Vectron and stuff that I got the overlay but no cart. Good deal in all these cartridges, other than maybe a couple or so that are missing labels or have had labels replaced. They are all in damn good shape. And now the part that will piss you guys off that are out there trying to find this shit. I was expecting, I was going to offer him $50 just for the Intellivision and the games and whatever else went with it. I got all this shit for $38. It's like, score! Saw the Atari and said, hey man, if you want that Atari, throw it in for another $5. Okay. It's like, this dude must have a lot of connections in town here, because he's been here for years and years. He used to own a barber shop, and I guess he's just got people that he just been friends with forever that sell him shit cheap, because I don't know how he can sell it so inexpensive, man. I mean, that's insane cheap, and everything works. The only thing I haven't tested is the Sega Genesis, but I'm pretty sure it works, man. It looks good, so I'm sure it'll work. Everything else, the Atari, the Intellivision, the IntelliVoice, perfect. Big time score. And on that little Atari Junior, I'm going to open it up sometime just to see how it is. I did notice there's a couple spots in the gridding on the bottom of it for the vent or the venting, where they've kind of put like a little indent where it looks like there's a couple adjustments for using a fine screwdriver for like color or whatever. I gotta find out what that is, but other than that, I've never opened one up, so I'll do that and see how they tick. Catch y'all later.